Previously, I flew in economy class on Air France in the Boeing 777-200 from Charles de Gaulle in Paris to Suvarnabhumi Airport in Bangkok, and I'll leave a link to the video in the description below. Today we're going to be flying on premium economy from Suvarnabhumi Airport in Bangkok to Charles de Gaulle in Paris. It's a much longer flight travelling east to west and the duration's around 13 hours 20. So I want to compare the main differences between the economy flight and the premium economy and find out, is it worth paying all that extra money? On arriving at the beautiful Suvarnabhumi Airport in Bangkok, the Air France check-in counters were located in Zone R. One thing I really love about airports in Thailand is that they always have a separate dedicated counter for passengers requiring wheelchair assistance or special assistance. In my case, this was very useful. After a delightful and smooth check-in, it was off to immigration, which was equally smooth. My flight was due to depart at 10 past 10 in the morning, so I arrived early, hoping to access one of the lounges through Priority Pass and grab some breakfast. I was hoping to visit the Air France lounge, however I didn't realise that they don't accept guests between 8:30 and 11 in the morning, and despite arriving to the lounge at 8 AM before the 8:30 cutoff, I was still denied access, but I was granted access at Oman Air Lounge through Priority Pass. So before we jump on board, let's have a quick look at Oman Air Lounge. The lounge itself is located in Concourse E, and according to the Priority Pass app, it's open 24 hours a day. This is a first and business class lounge and can be accessed by Priority Pass as long as you're travelling on Oman Air or a partner airline. The lounge is split into two sides. As you enter, and immediately in front of you on the right is a quiet area which has two of these nice day beds for you to relax, and on the other side you'll find the buffet and bar as well as the washrooms and showers. There was also a TV and another screen showing flight updates, computers for you to use, and of course newspapers. The lounge also has gender-specific toilets and one shower room. Inside the shower room you'll find towels and the usual amenities like shower gel, shower cap and so on. And you can request additional items such as dental kits. Inside the shower cubicle you had a handheld shower and also a rain shower, and the water pressure was reasonable. As it's morning, the lounge is serving breakfast, so we'll now have a look at the food and beverage. Whilst you look at the food, I just want to mention that the staff are really friendly, helpful and attentive. The one drawback of the lounge is that there are not so many seats that have power plugs. The time in the lounge was very enjoyable, but it was now time to board my aircraft. Today's aircraft is a Boeing 777-300ER, and it consists of 369 seats and is a three-class plane consisting of business class, premium economy and economy. There are 48 seats in premium economy, laid out in a 242 configuration, and my seat was 22 Alpha or 22A, which is the second row in. As we walk through the business class cabin into premium economy, here is a top tip on your seat selection. If you prefer not to have a window, then choose seat 23A, and if you prefer to have a window, avoid this seat. The seat 22A gives you a glimpse of the engine but not the front. And just like on economy seats, on the seat head there was no towel or cloth, which brings the question of hygiene. And waiting at your seat you'll find a pillow and a blanket. The pillow was quite large and comfortable, and in my view the blanket was also comfortable, not too thick and not too thin. On the inside of my seat on the right there was two buttons, one to recline the seat and one to elevate your footrest. There was also a remote control which allowed you to control the in-flight entertainment screen or IFE, ask for call assistance and put the light on. And on the left side there was a charging port, but in my view this was quite awkwardly placed and somewhat hidden. The tray table was found in the central armrest and was a little difficult to take in and out, and you could hear lots of people slamming their tables back in, trying to avoid their fingers getting caught. The tray table folds out and you can push it back and forward. You can use it as an entire table or a workspace, and you can also fold it in half for using it as a drinks table. In front you'll find your 13.3-inch IFE or in-flight entertainment screen, a little storage space for things like your mobile phone and your seat pocket. Below there is a footrest and also a water bottle. The height of the seat head and sides can be adjusted, and in addition to the overhead light there is a small personal reading light which has 3 settings. Behind this you'd find your headphones, which were placed in a small hook. The headphones were not in a plastic cover or any sort of packaging, and this brings about a question of hygiene as other passengers may have used them before you. The headphones themselves are noise reducing and are pretty good quality and comfortable. The headphone jack and a USB charging port are located at the bottom of the in-flight entertainment screen in front of you, and they both worked fine. This is critical as this seat has no charging plugs. Above is a reading light and no individual air vents. The quality of the in-flight entertainment screen was definitely a step up from the economy class flight I had on the Boeing 777-200. What's really cool is that this aircraft features two external cameras, one giving you a view of down below and one ahead. Here's what the seat looks like when the leg rest is raised up. The seat comes with a seat pitch of 38 inches and a width of 19 inches. The pitch is pretty standard across the industry, but there are a few airlines now providing larger seat pitches. The seat itself is reasonably comfortable. Another aspect of this seat which I didn't find comfortable was that under the seat in front, where you put your feet, there were a couple of boxes, one which was the entertainment box, which limited the amount of space for your feet.
Madame, monsieur, bonjour et bienvenue à bord.
Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen.
Ce film concerne votre sécurité. Merci de nous accorder votre attention.
For your safety and comfort, please take a moment to watch the following safety video.
Pendant le roulage, le décollage et l'atterrissage, veuillez redresser votre siège, ranger le porte-gobelet, la tablette et le repose-jambes. Pensez également à ouvrir le cache de votre hublot et profitez de la vue.
During taxi, takeoff and landing, please fold away your tray table and cup holder. Put your seat in the upright position and retract your leg rest. Please also raise your window blind and enjoy the view.
Merci pour votre attention.
Thank you for your attention.
Au nom d'Air France, tout l'équipage vous souhaite un excellent vol.
On behalf of everyone at Air France, we wish you a very pleasant flight.
Very quickly after takeoff, the crew began handing out amenity kits and cold towels. The amenity kit was not given out in economy, so this is one clear difference. It consisted of some eye shades, some socks, toothbrush and toothpaste, and earplugs. The crew will begin to serve lunch shortly, but before they do, let's have a quick look at the route map on the in-flight entertainment screen. The 13.3-inch IFE has a pretty sharp display which makes viewing more enjoyable. The map itself is interactive. It allows you to pan, zoom and pinch. On the left hand side you have a bar that pops out which allows you to choose different views, and for convenience along the top you have a few additional buttons which allows you to put the light on and off, call for help and turn the screen on and off. The crew are now going to make an announcement for lunch, so let's hear what they have to say.
Today we can offer you choice between chicken with wine sauce and noodle and vegetable, or potatoes grated with tomato sauce and parmesan. Please accept our apologies if your choice is no longer available.
This announcement implies that some special meals may not be available, and this is what I also experienced on the economy flight going from Paris to Bangkok. Thankfully mine was available, but the potato gratin didn't sound too bad. My meal consisted of the usual items you'd expect in an economy meal, such as water, a bread roll, some salad and dessert, and of course the main course. Disappointingly, the main course was identical to the main course I had on the economy flight from Paris to Bangkok, which was pasta. But it was nice that there was an addition of crackers and cheese and metal cutlery. The French are known for having some of the best chefs in the world. You've heard the Michelin star restaurants, so it is a little disappointing that they make such a boring dish of pasta, but it did taste nice. Normally I like to have the dessert, but on this occasion I didn't enjoy it very much, so instead I enjoyed the crackers with cheese and some red wine, and of course later I topped it off with some cognac. Speaking of drinks, apart from the cognac, Air France doesn't stock spirits in economy or premium economy. So your choice of drinks would be champagne, red or white wine, tea, coffee, beers, juices and soft drinks, and of course water. We'll now have a look at the in-flight entertainment screen. As mentioned, this is 13.3 inches diagonally. The display itself is quite clear and the menu navigation is quite simple to use. Here's a look at the new releases. Overall, in my view, I think this is an area that Air France can definitely improve on. I think the selection is quite limited, especially when you use menus like genre to navigate down to subcategories like comedy. You'll see very little choice. However, in the audio section, I did find some nice, calming Zen music. Let's now check out the washroom. The washroom itself was a standard economy-sized washroom with limited amenities, but that doesn't matter, as you'll remember at the beginning of the flight you were given an amenity kit which had a toothbrush and toothpaste. There was a strange rattling noise that kept coming from somewhere. It looked fairly clean, but we know that the washrooms are not generally cleaned, and at least there was plenty of toilet roll. Here's a look at what the seat looks like when the seat is reclined. The seat in front was pretty much reclined from the moment we took off, but respectfully taken forward during meal times. When the seat was reclined back as far as it goes, it was difficult to get in and out of the seat. It also made viewing the IFE very difficult for me, as it was so low and I need to be very close to it. But at least I had the Zen music to keep me going. We're about 8 hours into the flight now and I was getting a bit hungry, so I ordered a snack. The choices were either a chicken or cheese sandwich. I opted for cheese, which was nice, and I also had some crackers and crisps, and there was also a selection of chocolates and candy. The crew would be serving another light meal approximately 90 minutes before landing, so I had around 3 hours to go, so I thought I would get some rest. When it comes to Wi-Fi, there are 3 packages to choose from. If you're not a Flying Blue member, I recommend joining, as you'll get air miles and other benefits. If you're looking to send just text-only messages without photos or videos, one of the 3 options allows you to do that with the free messaging service. Air France are also launching an ultra-high-speed Wi-Fi designed to give you a ground-like experience. After a good couple of hours of rest, we approached the 90-minute mark before landing, which means the cabin crew prepared the cabin for the final meal. The cabin crew set the lighting to reflect the French flag, blue, white and red. Whilst this is an act of patronage, I like the actual colours, the ambience that it creates. The final meal was served and it consisted of a sandwich, a bread roll, some fruit, some yogurt drink and a couple of other items, and I also had a Coca-Cola. Again, the final meal was quite disappointing, and here's a look at the sandwich. In a moment, I'm going to summarise this flight and give you my overall opinion, but before we do, if you've reached this far, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please click the thumbs up as it helps me in the channel, and subscribe for more videos on travel related experiences, including flights, hotels and other excursions. Whilst we look at these beautiful views outside and the approach and landing to Paris, as well as the beginning of the sunset, let me summarise my overall experience of the flight and Air France. Let's start off with price. I paid £1,043 for a return ticket from London to Bangkok. The first leg of the journey was in economy class and the return journey was in premium economy. Based on this being the peak season, I would say that this price was slightly cheaper than the fair value. Overall, in my view, Air France can really improve in all areas, especially in today's very competitive market. I'll start with food and beverage. The French are known for their cuisine excellence, but the meals were quite disappointing. In fact, I had the same main dish in both legs of the journey. There is also no spirits on board for premium economy and economy customers, but there was champagne for both premium economy and economy customers, which always goes down well. In terms of the in-flight entertainment, I was concerned to see the headphones hanging on the hook without any sort of packaging or earpiece protection, and this brings about the question as to whether it was cleaned from the previous person's usage. Also, as we're travelling on longer and longer flights these days, it would be nice to have a wider selection for movies, TV programs and so on. However, the screen size was decent, the quality was also quite clear, and the touchscreen was responsive. Moving on to the seat, although the seat width and pitch are pretty standard across the industry, there were 2 little boxes under the seat in front of me which limited the amount of space for my feet and made it a little less comfortable. I would say the service was pretty standard, so overall I don't think I would fly premium economy or economy on a long haul flight on Air France again. I might try the business class, but I'm not sure. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos on travel related experiences, flights and hotels. See you next time.